able to show a reflection of oneself. The other side, the complete part of two halves. But how useful is a mirror when you yourself are not a complete person overall? Doctor, is that you walking in these corridors? Yes, it is. I shall give up the act right now. Are you lost, Doctor? I mean, the TARDIS is very expansive. I suppose there could be some room for error here. Well, I would love for that to be true, but in fact, I do know these corridors a little too well. Even Allie knows more corridors than I do. Doctor, have you ever felt lost inside of yourself? Like, even after you've known who you are, you still have questions? Yes, I have had those moments in my life. Are you asking me these questions because you're afraid of your shape-shifting abilities? Yes, I can control them, but I just don't think I would be able to contain it for a long enough time. Lara, would you like to work with me on them somewhere else? I think that would be fine, Doctor. Thank you, Lara. Shall we stop following these corridors and enter the console room? Yes, I think we should.
Doctor, I seem to have some sort of encoded call coming from a different location.
Can we answer it now without giving our location?
Yes, I can, Doctor. Doing it now for you.
Wait, Doctor. What if it's the Vigil? As much as an encoded call would be true, the Vigil are more for the spectacle of seeing their enemies up close than further away. I see. Sorry for getting a bit anxious there. No, it's completely fine, Lara. Completely fine. Balthazar?
It is an honor to finally meet you, Doctor. So many years reading up on your wildest adventures.
Same for you, Scourge of the Galaxy. But why go all this way to meet the elusive Doctor then?
I have acquired some external assistance.
Not the king of the world as you seem then, if you're having to ask for help from other people then.
Quiet, Doctor. This shall be my moment of pure destiny.
And how will that occur with you not being in charge?
No matter, Doctor. You will not escape or try to destroy my ship to affect anything. You are essentially my prisoner from this moment forth.
Really? And when does this house arrest of yours begin?
It will start in seconds.
Of course. Not if I get to intervene.
What? What are you doing?
Allie, close communications and set us onto a random point in the universe that we can land.
Will do, Doctor.
Okay. Hold on tight, Lara. This one might be a bit bumpier. Where is this place, Doctor? It seems abandoned. That's because it is, Lara. Allie's very good at finding the places you really need. It's cold. But the planet doesn't look like it's frozen. It is. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. This is Vulag-Nak.
Returning to the place of my prior imprisonment? Clever.
Actually, Balthazar, that was all your fault. While we were talking, I was also watching the screens to see that you were also trying to break into them at the same time. So, where else would there be a perfect place to divert you, Balthazar?
Very good investigating. But I never did any of the sort. It is rather hard to pilot a ship and open the communication channel at the same time. But also hack into your ship is an impossibility. The shifter! I didn't realize you had her under your supervision! Did you really just call me that? That is what you are. Just a shifter. Nothing else. Oh, am I just really all that?
Lara, do you know what you are doing?
No, but I don't want to kill him. I don't want a death on my conscience.
That didn't kill him, did it? You've only stunned him. It doesn't look like that. His body is fine, Lara. But we should turn him into a shadow proclamation. The shadow proclamation? Sounds interesting. It is, but not for me. Whoa! Who are they? And what's that device in their hand?
Meet the Judoon, the intergalactic police officers of the universe.
Language confirmed as Terran. Voice assimilated. State the purpose of your visit.
We are here to drop off the pirate known as Balthazar, Scourge of the Galaxy.
Where am I?
This, Balthazar, is a much more hellish place than your original prison planet on Volgnok. Although, I have been to way worse in my lifetime.
I don't see any of that. It looks rather more peaceful to the untrained retina.
May I ask, do you have any retinas left in you?
It was a figure of classical Earth speech, my dear.
New. This is new. So this must be what the Doctor feels like. Don't shoot. It's still me. The Doctor.
Where has prisoner Androvax gone to?
Well, it's rather obvious, isn't it? He's trying to get to where all the other ships are. Go! Catch him before it's too late. Too easy. Now it's time to get down to business. And to visit the Vigil.
Lara? Hello? Are you there? Lara, I'd rather need you right now.
I'm here. And did I hear you say you need me?
Yes, I do, in fact. Have a little fiddle with the ear communicator. Maybe we'll hear each other better.
That's weird. You sounded like you were speaking like the Doctor there.
I did? Well, that should be a good positive to what we have at the moment.
Really? And why is that?
You didn't notice what just happened?
I was knocked out.
Did he escape?
No. Weirdly, Balthazar is just sitting there in his cell. I just saw something else in there, though. A scaly sort of creature.
That's our problem. The other one's out.
Wait, What's wrong about letting that creature out?
Not to scare you or anything, but that scaly creature was Androvax The Annihilator. He's wanted in 5 galaxies with 13 counts of global destruction, and now he has control of the Doctor.
Ah, I see. So this is really serious, isn't it?
You should come back into the TARDIS and we'll try and follow the trail that they will produce. Let me guess, you're going to try to talk to him as Androvax, aren't you?
Yes. The problem is, I have to have contact with the person to share their image.
Lara, I'm pretty sure you could do it from just plucking the image of Androvax from your own memory.
I suppose it's worth a try. Wish me luck, Allie.
Good luck, Lara. I hope luck ends up on our side for once.
Balthazar.
What are you still doing here? The Judoon will destroy you on sight.
The Doctor is hiding in this facility. I need to recall the plans with the Vigil to produce a lie so trustworthy that the Doctor will be able to give herself over to me in a second.
The Vigil? Have they said anything about my payment?
Unfortunately, Balthazar, they've been too quiet so far. It's almost as if they wanted us to get caught.
I promised. I promised to finally end my reign once I was paid directly by them to bring the Doctor to you, and the Doctor to them.
Yes, I'm quite aware. Now, I need to find the Doctor before she gets the wrong idea and tries to escape the compound.
But don't forget about the riches, that I must be paid by the Vigil.
Don't you worry. You'll get exactly what you deserve.
Allie, I have the information from Balthazar. I'll tell you when we're out of here.
Remind me, as I was not physically there, what exactly did Balthazar tell you?
He told me that all of this was a ruse to get him back into the Shadow Proclamation. In doing so, he would be in close vicinity to the Doctor, and Androvax would be able to take over her body without anyone noticing.
Well, that's certainly elaborate, even for him. But what else? What about the future?
Androvax stole the body for Balthazar's fortune, but I have a feeling the Vigil had other plans for it too.
We have to get her out.
I know. The problem is, we really don't know where the Vigil are, or where the Doctor is for that matter. So annoying, isn't it, Doctor? Being a hero of the universe means always having to devote time to the lovely citizens of the universe. You know who you remind me of. Your ignorant little friend, Sarah Jane Smith. So, after her, you go for me? What for? You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, those 5 seconds you've just had are going to be the only ones where you will regain your true body.
Lara, I found them. Androvax is getting away in his ship.
Right. If you track its every move, we might have a good chance of getting her out of that body and away from the Vigil.
It looks like Androvax is planning to hide in the Provaxa system.
Not hide, but rather go to it. I bet you that's probably where the Vigil are. And where the Vigil are, the Doctor will be too.
Lara, I must admit, you're really surprising me today. Nicely done.
What can I say? I always strive to be the best I can be.
Core set for the Provax system. I hope it's close for the Doctor's sake.
Well, it would have to be to allow for the amount of fuel Androvax needs to get there.
Allie, I want to speak to Androvax on a conference call. I want to see if there's any way of speaking to him clearly to allow the deal to be finished.
If you really wish to, then consider it done. But I have to warn you, if you push Androvax too hard, we may never get the Doctor back.
These companions,
are really rather incompetent, Doctor. All they want to do is save you when you really know that there is no use.
There is. With everything the Doctor has done for the universe, it's only right for us to save her when she's in trouble too. But I contacted you to warn you, Androvax. You may be traveling right to your death, which may come to the hands of the Vigil.
Nice try. But I know they won't kill me. The Vigil need me alive or they won't get the Doctor.
How did you even make a deal with the Vigil? It's not like they just showed up in the open.
They contacted me, but they were kind enough to implant the memory of their coordinates into my brain, so that I could be free and go back to my planet.
I've met the Vigil in person. You'll be lucky to escape yourself.
You've met them in person?
Yes, and like you, they turned an innocent person, like me, into a slave of theirs, without any feelings of direction to where they actually want the person to go. I'm trying to save the universe from that.
Well, keep trying, sweetheart, because I will never give you the Doctor back.
No, I need her back. She's my mentor, and there's so much I don't know yet.
I know, Lara. I'm trying to fight from the inside.
Stop that, Doctor. End transmission.
I guess what we need to do now is...
Balthazar, did you catch all of that?
Yes, my dear. And I think we should proceed what we planned.
Wait, what is going on?
In the meeting with Balthazar, both him and I knew that Androvax was never going to get the money to him. So, he said we'd work for him to stop Androvax from upholding the deal.
So we're working for the enemy to save the Doctor?
Yes, I guess that's one way of looking at it.
What kind of deal did you make to him?
I said we'd give Androvax over so that he would be able to do what he wants to Androvax.
And what happens to us?
We go free.
Oh, wait, just like that? No catch? Just a straight passage out of all of this? I think I can get behind that.
Good, because the call was actually to distract you from knowing that Balthazar has towed us with a rope and we're aiming towards Androvax's ship to either knock it off its course or to stay in the teleport field to where Androvax will teleport to the correct coordinates and send us both there.
You could have just told me that from the beginning, you know.
I know, but I wasn't sure if it actually worked. Alright, I think we're ready now, Balthazar.
Not a happy landing as I hoped.
I just checked the life signs aboard Androvax's ship. It looks like the impact just knocked both of them out.
So they've separated into two people? Good, because I have another plan for the Vigil.
Let's just hope it's a good one. Good luck, Lara.
Vigil, I've come to collect the reward.
Well done, Androvax. You have at least tried to follow the task presented to you.
Now, where is my payment for bringing in the Doctor?
Really think we're going to pay you for all of this, Androvax?
Yes, that is why I took the job.
We had assumed that your original plan was for freedom.
Plans change. So do the people behind them.
Did you really think we could be so easily led by you, Lara?
No, but it was worth a try. What I want to ask is, what do you really want with the Doctor?
That is none of your concern, Lara.
Now leave while we still allow it.
What about the deals you made with Balthazar and Androvax?
Those who make deals with us are lucky that we allow them to live after everything is finished. As for Androvax and Balthazar, Well, their reward is the life they still have.
Well, at least the last part was true. Now to wake up the doctor properly. Ow! You know, you don't have to hit me that hard to wake me up, Lara. Oh, thank you. You're awake. And mostly yourself? Not mostly. Fully. How have you two been doing while I've been personally skin invaded? I'd say we've been doing fairly well in your absence. We might not even need you all the time if I'm being honest. I always pick out my companions carefully. And I can say you've definitely proven you can handle me and my crazy adventures. I also heard that you were able to control your shape-shifting abilities. I knew you could do it.
Well, just calling them a burden wasn't really helping, so I kind of had improvised with Balthazar.
Speaking of, whatever happened to him?
Balthazar, you betrayed me? Over them? I thought we had a deal.
We did, until you cut me out of it. In particular, you slithering coward. You would have never done it for the partnership.
I wanted freedom. Something I could never have with the Judoon and the Shadow Proclamation watching me 24/7.
It's not just your reputation with the Judoon that precedes you. I heard from your own slippery tongue that you mess with the ally of the Doctor's.
What does that matter to you?
It matters because you always seem to go for the smartest but weakest people. I mean, you could have just invaded my body and got the job over and done with. I'm sorry, but our deal is off.
Balthazar, stop! You don't have to kill him.
13 counts of planetary destruction is enough, Doctor. Plus, killing him will stop him from returning.
Are you sure this is the way you want to do it?
Yes, it ends now. The job's done. And now, I require my payment.
Payment? Yes. Now, I think I do have something in these pockets worth their while. It's a universal sort of exchange wallet. Just exchange that somewhere useful, and I think you'll get your riches.
Thank you, Doctor. Today's actions have granted you an extended amount of time not having to see me.
That's rather generous. Coming from you of all people.
You would think that, based on our previous encounters. But I assure you, Doctor, I'm not that sort of person. At least not all the time. Goodbye, Doctor. Lara.
So, Balthazar vaporizes Androvax, and you just ask him if it's the right decision? You have to look at both sides of the metaphorical coin, Lara. Balthazar shouldn't have killed him. But yet, I felt the rage in Androvax. He wasn't here for freedom. He was here to destroy another planet.
I suppose that makes sense. Especially after hearing what reputation he left behind. Now you're getting it. So where do we go from here? I mean, the Vigil are still out there. We can't just let them get away. And we won't. With them constantly jumping around space, though, it's going to take some time to find them. But I have a feeling between the two of us, it can be accomplished. It's time for the reign of the Vigil to end. I couldn't agree more, Lara. Come on, let's get a move on. No arguments from me there.
Sir, what exactly is the plan? Earth is useless to us. It provides nothing of importance to us.
To us, no. However, to the Doctor, it's everything.
What are you suggesting, sir? That we invade Earth?
Not invade. Destroy.
You want to destroy Earth, sir?
I understand that the Doctor would respond to the news of Earth's destruction rather quickly. But have we really come to the point where we need to destroy planets to make a point?
The Doctor set the universe into chaos when her death was announced universally. She is the core of all the chaos that's happened thus far. We are at the point where failure is not an option, and taking the things the Doctor loves will bring us one step closer to being victorious.
Then that's what we'll do, sir. I'll set a course for Earth immediately.
What do you require from the rest of us, sir?
Make sure all weapons and devices are prepared. I want this to be fast and swift.
Yes, sir.
You've played a good game, Doctor. However, all your efforts will be for nothing. The things you hold dear to your life will soon be reduced to nothing.
Mistress, I don't mean to interrupt your earthly stroll, but I have some rather troubling news.
Troubling news? Like what? Is there a dangerous alien race coming towards Earth again? I swear that's gotten rather old by this point.
Actually, Mistress, that's exactly what's happening as we speak. The race known as the Vigil are only 1 light year away.
The Vigil? Coming here? I must warn the Doctor at once. Can you connect with her?
Processing. Please, wait.
Come on, Leena. I don't have time to waste here.
I'm sorry, Mistress, but I'm unable to contact the Doctor.
Then I guess there's only one other person who I can turn to.
Who would that be, Mistress?
Kate Stewart, of UNIT. It's not the most favorable plan, but without a connection to the Doctor, she's the next best thing. The Vigil. They're already here. It's too late. We're too late, Leena. I must find Kate Stewart at once.
Do you think, in a matter of minutes, this place will be nothing but dust and wrecks?
Sir, all ships are accounted for. We're ready to begin.
Excellent. Say goodbye to your beloved Earth, Doctor. Fire!